Okay.
So do we? Will that fit all of us?
That's how I want. I don't know.
It's recording our voices right now.
Hi.
Brett, just tell me when and why you fell in love with music.
Okay, so I had an older brother who was probably 4 years older than me, and he had an extensive stereo and album collection. So I definitely remember the first time I heard Hot Blooded and Slow Ride, because he used to he would love washing cars on the side of his car, and have the window open to his bedroom and just blast the stereo. And I remember, man, I like this. This is rock and roll. So my musical influence definitely came from him. So then when I started taking guitar, I wanted to play all those songs.
And that was when you wanted to learn how to play them, not just listen to them. That's what's interesting to me is why it wasn't good enough just to listen, but you had to actually make the music too. What do you think that was?
Well, I started taking acoustic guitar lessons, and I was taught how to finger pick and play all that kind of stuff. But that wasn't doing it for me, so I got my first electric, and then once I heard that distortion sound shaking my gut when I would stand right in front of it, that was like, oh, that is the coolest thing in the world.
That is a great answer. Mahogany, I want to ask you the same question. When was it that you first fell in love with music? And why, do you think?
That's a great question. When I was about 10, I started writing poems, and I didn't know anything about music, honestly. I didn't know that people made money off of it. I didn't know it was a process, none of that. I was just, oh, this is fun, I'm writing poems. And then I started just singing along with my stepmom and my sisters at 10 in the back of the car, because she used to always play, like, when I dream, it's some, like, jazz R&B artist. She would play it all the time, Regina Bell or Regina King or something like that. And I would sing really loud with my sisters in the back. But remember, I was just writing, so I didn't know about the music part.
And you were 10?
I was 10. And I'm just like, hey, we all singing. And I'm singing the loudest. And then the car gets really quiet. And I'm like, did I do something wrong? And at 10, I knew it was something different, because they didn't say it was something wrong, but they didn't say it was something good either. And I felt like I liked it. So as I went on, I just ended up liking music, still not understanding the love for it until my first talent show in 3rd grade with Miss Seal. Hi, Miss Seal, if you're still out there. She said, that baby can sing. And I'm like, oh, I can. Okay, cool. That's what I can do, sing. She's going to be in a talent show. So Obese Momo I was short, round, and I wore, a purple jumpsuit. It was made of silk. It was a purple, I swear, it was not the most beautiful. And I sang the song that I was singing with my sisters in the back of the car. And they said, you made it into the talent show. Ended up winning 2nd place. And from then on, I was just in love with the music, people being affected, and I couldn't stop. By the time I got to 6th grade, because I started still writing poems, but I didn't understand that the poems could be moving and stuff, I went to a field trip with Miss Mulcahy. Hi, Miss Mulcahy, if you're still out there. 6th grade, we went to a field trip to the House of Blues. It had just been built in Chicago. And me knowing that I like to sing, that was awesome. I went up there and sang, Sweet Home, Chicago. 6th grade, that was when I absolutely knew music was for me. I wrote my first song in 6th grade because I realized that these poems can move. And I had a whole big old black notebook full of all kinds of songs, and I would sing them for my family. So I hope I'm not being long-winded, but between those instances of just recognizing that I could sing but didn't even know it, others telling me that, me having a really good time looking how much everyone was so happy that it could be done in that way, and I combined the writing, equaled beast. I was like, nope, I'm going to sing for the rest of my life. I didn't even care. I was like, Mom, I'm going to be somebody. And she didn't know what that meant, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm going to sing on that radio. I'm going to be on that TV. Something's going down. And here we are. I'm still trying. That's what made me fall in love with music. Just music itself. You hear it, and then you realize some people don't realize they have a gift. I ended up having a gift, as they say, and I just couldn't stop the rush. It was an adrenaline rush to impact people in that way, and I've been going at it since. I wish I could stop sometimes, but I guess it's a good second to having an MBA for no freaking reason. That's it.
All right, I'm going to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
And go.
Well, I got into music kind of late, and I had no choice. I was forced into it. When I was in college, I had three roommates. One was a drummer, one was a keyboard player, one was a guitar player, and they just said, "Mark, guess what you're going to learn to do? You're going to have to learn to play bass." So that's how I started on bass and why. So I found this guy at the end of the hallway. We didn't know where he was from, but he needed to sell his old bass, and I bought it for $40 and stripped off all the frets because there was no way that thing was going to sound decent with frets, and I started playing, and it took forever for me to get anywhere with it, and at the end of the year, the other guys said, "You're hopeless," and for me, that was more of a challenge than anything else, and so I just learned that way by myself, and after a little while, I got a little better at it, and I kept doing it, and then I realized that when you fall in love with music, you learn that it's the time when you're playing and it pushes everything bad out of your brain. And the only thing left is goodness. And it's such a powerful feeling that I feel very lucky that those three people from a while back made me start to play, because I never would have learned it, I never would have gotten into it, and I never would have experienced how good it feels to get together with a bunch of people and make this beautiful noise and rhythm, which people have been doing since people were people. And it's just a privilege to be able to do it, and a privilege to be able to do it with all these people that we have here today. So that's my answer. Go ahead.
So how old would you say you were when you
Oh, I was in first year in college. I was like 18 years old.
18.
I didn't really care about me. I played football and baseball in high school. I didn't understand what the big deal about pop music was, or rock music. I was not a part of the culture at all. And but it hit me, eventually hit me like a ton of bricks, and I've never looked back, and I've done it ever since, and I will never put it down. You're gonna have to pry that bass out of my cold, dead fingers.
Aye.
Ok.
Okay, Marcelo. O que fez você se apaixonar pela música?
In Portuguese or in English?
In Portuguese.
Em português, por favor. Or, I know Spanish a little bit.
And then in English.
And then
Do
in
it both.
English.
And then
Okay.
Just in case we need both.
Ok. Português?
First.
Ok.
I ain't gonna know what you're saying.
Let's go. Eu me apaixonei pela música quando eu tinha 9 anos de idade. Meu pai me deu o meu primeiro vinil, era pequeno, do Queen e do The Wall, do Pink Floyd. E aí sempre foi essa paixão pela música. Meu pai tocava acordeon e eu sempre via ele tocando e eu queria aprender a tocar também. Aprendi a tocar bateria, comecei a tocar em 1986, minha primeira bateria. Eu tocava rock, música brasileira de rock, música americana de rock. E eu acho que isso me fez apaixonar muito pela música. Hoje eu vejo a música como uma terapia para mim. Eu amo tocar. Eu falo, eu não sou o melhor baterista, mas eu amo o que eu faço. E eu estou muito feliz de estar aqui tocando com vocês junto. Bye.
What is that in English? I'm gonna ask it in English
Okay.
too. Wait. What made you first fall in love with music?
Okay, when I was 9 years old, my father bring for me one the vinyl.
Vinyl.
Yes.
A record?
Yes, one record, the Queen and
Yes!
Pink Floyd, The Wall,
Oh.
1979. And so after this, I still listen music. I remember when I 10 years old, and listen music, and my father, he used to play accordion.
Oh.
But not a professional, but I remember sometimes at home was a sit and a play, and I remember I was listening and look my father. So, and this, I think this is start to love for music. In 1986, I was 16 years old. I'm starting to play drums and play Brazilian rock and roll, American rock and roll, heavy metal, everything. And I think when I'm start in the 80s, there's a love, there's a patience. I love in music. So now I said, I'm not the best of the best drummer, but I love what I do.
Yeah.
I play so like a therapy for me, and I wanna never stop to play music. And I love playing with you guys. That's I said in the Portuguese. All right.
Hey,
Wonderful.
I love playing with these guys too. Uniting everybody under one umbrella. Brett, get your butt over here too. I don't care. We're gonna make you fit. You better suck it in. I hope it makes. Lord.
All right, squish in here.
I can squish in.
Uh-huh,
Well,
see?
big
Oh,
happy
God.
family. Hey, so basically, we love music, and that's what united us all. So welcome to our journey. We are Mahogany Marie and 11th Hour.
Howard.
Welcome to the journey. Hopefully,
Bye.
you love music too.
Bye bye.
See you later.
See you later, alligator.
Hey.